Is that the mother you banged?
My mom.
Oh, your regular mom.
What? What's just happening?
It's not the same one.
Did you say banging your mom?
Wait, I'm trying to get us live. All right, there we go. Had to try to get us live on the Instagram as well. All right, what's up, everyone? Good afternoon. Welcome to, it might as well be Tuesdays at Gebhards.
Tuesdays continued.
Tuesdays continued. Yeah, you know, it's
The basement edition.
What is it, Leap Day or something stupid like that? So
Sure.
I'm like, well, you know what? We need to have a beer for Leap Day.
Whoop, whoop.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers to the Spanish
Kings.
Kings. But Matt's very, very crowded upstairs because who's playing the Beacon tonight? Susan
Tedeschi Trucks Band.
Tedeschi Trucks is playing the Beacon.
It's smelly up there.
So obviously they're a drinking crowd because the bar's already crowded. Matt's like, why don't we go down to the basement?
It's warm down here, too.
It's really warm. We might have to move into your giant cooler.
I'm going to have to move in to taking my pants off.
We got Josh. What is Josh saying? Greg Opie Hughes, Birthplace, parts unknown. No, man, I was born in Astoria, Queens. Where were you born, Matt?
In the Catskills.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Catskills.
Catskills.
Mountain boy.
That's right.
Now a farmer.
I know how to fish.
One of those.
I know.
You don't know how to fish, though? Oh, God.
I do know how. Whatever. I just don't want to.
You were conceived at Mount Airy Lodge with the heart-shaped cups.
That might have been it.
Oh, wow.
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You think
my
Matt-
birthday is 9 months and a day after Valentine's.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Good job, Mom and Dad. So romantic.
Scott Watson's in the corner, and he just said that, I don't know if you heard it, but Matt was conceived in one of those heart-shaped, what is it, a tub?
Yeah, a hot tub.
Mount Airy, beautiful Mount Airy Lodge.
Look, I'll do stupid shit. I'll take a dump at the Port Authority, no problem. But I would never get into a heart-shaped tub in Mount Airy Lodge.
It's got that nice film on top.
Oh, of course it has the film on
Yeah,
top.
those are my siblings.
Your siblings are floating on top. But you're trying to tell me, so you were conceived, I mean, you were born 9 months
And a day.
and a day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
I was, I'm a P-Town conceiver.
Say again?
I'm a P-Town.
Have another beer!
I've only had one sip so far. Now, what's the all the way at the end of Cape Cod? Is that Provincetown?
Province.
So back in the day, that's where my parents went for their honeymoon, and I was
Product of honey.
I was absolutely conceived in Provincetown, all the way at the end of Cape Cod, because just like you, like 9 months after their honeymoon, I was brought into this world to be a pain in the ass. Cheers. Cheers to
Not a lot of
everybody.
kids being conceived in Provincetown these days.
Not a lot of kids being conceived in Providence. Oh, that's right. Scott Watson. Scott Watson is a meat and potatoes guy. He just wants his meat. He wants his potatoes, and that is it. Was it at the beautiful Mount Airy Lodge? Yeah, we went over that. I think Sharma. Have you ever gone to one of those joints?
I've seen them.
You ever go cheesy?
Well, I mean, I've definitely gone cheesy in the past.
I don't. I don't think I've ever gone cheesy.
But not in the Catskills.
Are you podcasting from a kidnapping? This is my brother. My brother's checking in. What's up? I guess we should mention that this is the basement of Gebhards on the Upper West Side, because Matt actually has a crowd. And he's like, you know, can we do it
I
in
don't
the
want
basement?
anybody to see us.
You don't want
No,
anyone to see
I don't
us?
want our fine patrons to know that we do this here.
But the basement is awesome. Why don't we start a card game? Why don't we start some illegal gambling down here?
No way.
What?
No
What?
way.
What?
No illegal anything.
What?
No way
could
on live internet.
We could set up a card table. Well, it's so obvious that there's been a card table on these empty kegs. Why else are they here?
Perfectly spaced.
I wonder why we have a murder room, too.
We got a murder room. Do you still fly fish, Ope? A little bit. I mean, I haven't done it in a few years, but I love the fly fishing. What kind of fishing have you done, Matt?
Bass.
Bass fishing.
Bass fishing.
All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, in the streams, in the rivers, and that sort of thing. I don't know. I've seen these guys like you standing on the shore with launching it out. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I don't
And
know,
you
it
don't
just
launch it
looks-
out. The fish are right there in the waves.
Yeah.
This is what you do with surf casting. Bloop, Whoop. That's all you do.
That's why I don't do it.
All the
You
other,
make that noise. Too.
well, all the other idiots.
Oh, I guess I can make the noise. I should try.
All the other idiots like, I want to catch a big fish, so they cast it as far as they can, and guess what? Nothing. They have the same bait all day, and I'm just pulling in monsters. Scott Watson knows.
I know.
He knows.
Mhm.
But no, I don't. I want to fly fish. Where Matt has like his farm, I'm sure there's some good fly fishing up there.
Well, it's not far from where fly fishing started, huh?
Roscoe?
Roscoe.
But you're close to Roscoe?
Not real close, but it's in the same neck of the woods general area.
Have you been to the Roscoe Diner?
I sure have. I used to go there every other week.
I brought my family there last May. We went to Niagara Falls for my son's 13th birthday, and we stopped at the Roscoe Diner, and they had a lovely leak leaking right onto my omelet.
On the omelet?
Pretty much.
All right.
And they're
Pretty
like,
much.
and they're like, sorry.
I
And,
can see it from over here.
and instead of going, how about we move tables? They're like, and they got a bucket. So I'm eating
Put,
my
put a bucket on your omelet?
right on the
Yeah,
table.
under the bucket.
Right on the table. I'm like,
Yummy.
oh, could you break out some of those old beers? Not to drink. I don't need
Yeah, I
it.
can tell you, man.
No, we don't have to open it up.
No, no, I know.
All right, because if we're in the basement, Matt has a collection of really, really old and special beers with a lot of dust on them. Any ghosts in that basement? LOL. Maybe in that room right there. We call that the murder room.
Here's a couple of fun ones.
Ooh, so Matt obviously knows his beer, and he also collects shit. And every once in a while, we drink one of these.
Yeah, we should start that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it anytime.
This is the Hansens Oude Heutze Lambic. This one's probably, I would say, 12 years old.
There's the label. There's a 12-year.
I'll have to
Belgian.
double check it, but
Belgian,
most of these
obviously.
are 12 to 15. That one's a 2010. Yeah, Rodenbach, one of the original sour beers. 2010 vintage.
What do you mean that one of the original sour beers?
So this one, it's a Flemish red ale
Okay.
that gets aged in these 18,000-liter oak vats for 18 months.
Nice.
And it goes in as this pale beer, and then it comes out a red sour from the charred oak.
Is it tasty?
It's incredible. It's the first Belgian beer I ever had before I went to Belgium.
Are we drinking that today?
We
No.
why do that?
No.
And this one's for Ron if he shows up.
I don't want to tempt you. What is that?
Fucking pumpkin beer.
God. Hold on.
For the pumpkin head?
Pumpkin lambic.
We can talk about Ronnie's not here. Good old pumpkin head Ron the waiter. We got a beer for you. What is it called? Timber?
Pumpkin lambicus from Timmermans.
I bet you it tastes pretty good though.
It does actually.
All right.
So it's not really for him. It's too nice.
All right. I guess if we collect $100 of super chats today, you'll open up one of these
Then
bad
we'll
boys.
smash one of these.
Then we'll smash one. All
The
right.
pumpkin one.
Yeah, we'll launch it in the murder room. See what happens.
All right. We got a guest. He's in the murder room. He had to sit
He's just
there.
finishing up.
He had to sit there. He had to sit there for 15 straight minutes. Should we bring him on to
All right.
the live stream from the basement at
Present
Gebhards?
him with his
All
pumpkin
the way from
beer.
the
Leslie Larson. Hi, everyone. Hi, Leslie. We got a mystery guest coming out of the murder room.
You know that works?
Mommy!
He's down wrong.
This. Where am I? Hey, Ron, go in the room. It'll be funny. It's not funny. I'm in a dark, damp room. I got asbestos in me now.
Here's Ron. Here's
Right.
Ron.
Great joke, Opie.
That's how it all started.
There's lawyers all over the TV that'll take care of you. Yeah, don't give me COVID again, Ron the waiter.
Anything for comedy. All I can taste is rust and moisture.
That room is scary, right? What is it? What is that room? It's like an old ice box, I think, from the turn of the century.
No, I don't
That's
know.
what I
I
think.
think it's a Smuggler's Haven.
Smuggler's Haven, even.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
why would you put a door on the Smuggler's Haven? Wouldn't
I
you
put
like
the
hide
door
the
there.
door? Oh, you put the door there. Ronnie, Jesus. I guess you're happy to see me. Oh, my God, dude.
Whoa.
What the heck,
made it?
man?
Did you just break your other ribs?
Yeah. Pumpkin beer. Oh, Baby Albatross Music is not a fan of the pumpkin beer. Some of the pumpkin beers, I gotta be honest, they're not bad, man.
Well, they're pumpkin pie beers mostly because they spice them with all the
No, I don't like all
general
that. I like
pumpkin pie spice,
Yeah, they've gotten crazy and they put like cinnamon on the rim of the.
But there's a few that are just brewed with straight pumpkin, and they're like they
yeah,
don't
just
spice
the
them
base.
sweet.
Yes.
The
It's
number one
gourdy.
beer with a fruit in it is grapefruit.
For you,
Strauss-
yeah?
Well, no, I'm saying that's the number one.
Schafferhofer's the number one beer.
No, I'm for like fruit or pumpkin. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Beer, leave beer alone.
Dude, do not talk.
You know
about
what we do with
Schafferhofer.
Schafferhofer? All right, so we keep them warm here, and if our staff is late, we make them chug it before they're allowed to sign in.
That's awesome.
And it's punishment. So most people aren't late to work because that shit sucks, especially when it's warm.
Good afternoon, man cavers. I don't man cave.
You are currently doing so.
I don't
Yeah,
man.
you're
This is
100%
not a man
man
cave.
cave.
Is this a man cave?
This is manner than most of them.
Do you have a man cave?
I have a
Oh.
bar in my barn,
That's all right.
so I
If you
wouldn't
have
call it
a-
a
if you have
cave.
a bar, that's a man cave. If you have a bar,
No, a bar in a barn is not a man cave.
Because I associate that with the
Cowboy?
basement of the home, right? We're like,
Yes.
don't send the kids down until
Yes.
the lights are off.
That's Daddy's place. You're not allowed down there. I'm not allowed down
you have
there.
some neon signs on the wall that work.
He wants
Yeah,
to
I
hang
do.
out.
That's a man cave.
It's a bar.
Yeah, it's a man cave.
He wants to hang out with dudes.
You,
We're gonna.
you have a dot board.
A
I do.
dot.
I have a dot
It's a
board.
man cave.
I have
It's
a
a man
dot
cave.
board and a shooting gallery.
Oh, it's a man cave.
An actual shooting gallery?
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
foosballs?
Slide the
In the barn?
Dude, you have a
Slide
you have-
the barn door
wait a
over,
minute. You have like a
and
ridiculous
the neighbor's
man
cows
cave.
are right there.
No.
Oh, get out of here, dude.
No, stop. Stop. A man cave is in your stupid basement. But if you're like having cool shit in a barn, that's not a man cave, Ron.
Thanks.
There's a big difference.
You have a
I
man
don't
cave. Sorry. I did not have a tickle cough until I went in there. I now have a fucking tickle cough, and I can't even see it. I was in the darkness for so long. You know what I mean? I can't even, everything's a blur
Why do you call it a tickle cough?
because it
Because there was a little hole.
No, because I
Came out.
got fucking rust and asbestos and probably
Yeah.
poisonous spirits.
You know what
Right.
that's called? It's
Dude, you
called
can
a.
feel-
It's called a cough.
No, you can feel the dampness in that room. It's like I
I
feel
got
like
a tickle cough. Tee-hee.
I think something touched me in there.
I believe it.
No, I'm not joking. By the way, it may have been a rat because there's a big rat trap in there.
No, there's no red.
There's no rats. You don't want to talk about rats with a bar. or
Well, you know what it
restaurant
is.
in
No,
New York.
that's true. But you know what it is. When I came out,
There
of
really
that,
is no rat traps. in
there
this
is no.
whole
And by the
joint.
way, if there was any rodents, I would have been screaming. I'm one of those guys. I don't like bugs. I'm a screamer. I really am. But you know what I felt like when I came out of that dark. You know what I felt. You know what I felt like when I came out of that dark fucking tunnel.
Yeah.
Those fucking Orthodox Jews. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait, Ron,
You can just say family.
breathe. I know you're breathing in asbestos.
I'm just glad to be out in the light.
But you just gave me so much stuff. Like you're scared. Who's scared of bugs?
I am.
Bugs are easy.
Dude, I go nuts, dude.
What
I
bug-
actually like
What bugs scare you?
no, like if I'm, dude, I have a basement apartment, so like I have
Spiders?
No, I have centipedes.
Silverfish?
I don't know what a silverfish
Cockroach
is.
is a little creepy. Cockroaches are creepy.
Oh, it's gross. My daughter was eating her bugs. She dropped it on the floor, picked it up, and ate it.
Nice. I'm a
Floor bugs. Ew.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a big fan of eating
By the
stuff
way,
that fall on the floor.
Roaches don't exist in basement apartments because the spiders and the centipedes eat them. I swear to God, I've never seen a roach in my life. Spiders
Roaches
and
are-
centipedes.
Roaches
Roaches
No
are trying to
thanks.
figure out what an apartment is.
But my whole family screams when they see a bug, and I just
I'm
go
brutal
over and
with it.
I pick it up with my
No.
stupid fingers.
No.
Sometimes I'll eat it just in front of
Just
them.
for fun.
Yeah.
I'm not even hungry.
No, I'm not. All you guys need now is Marcellus for your Pulp Fiction basement reunion scene. That's a funny line.
Well, so I said that his new name is the Gimp.
Well,
why aren't you laughing at my brother's Pulp Fiction line, Scott?
Oh, that was your brother. All right.
Well, we got one of your family members listening.
We can add the laugh track.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Man of Extremes. Opie is either in a classy high rise or the basement from Silence of the Lambs. Yes. We said if we get $100 in super chats, we're opening up. Which one are we opening up?
We're gonna
Smash
open
it,
the Rodenbach.
All right, so $45 to our goal. And then we're gonna open. That's the first beer you ever drank, too, right? You said
It's
Or
the
we went to
version of
Belgium.
it. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I found out I was going to be an exchange student, and my mother went to the grocery store and said, "Oh, a Belgian beer." She grabbed Rodenbach.
Is that the mother you banged?
My mom.
Oh, your regular mom.
She was hot as your sister.
What? What's just happening?
It's not the same one.
Did you say banging your mom? What am I
It's not.
missing?
He banged one of his moms.
I was never for so long. I was there for so long. You're now with your mother?
We'll tell you when you're older, okay?
Oh my God!
No.
We'll fill you in.
So what happened to the?
Listen.
What happened to the girl from
Anyway, the beer was
Indonesia?
wonderful.
The girl from Indonesia's no more.
We forgot about the beer.
All right, let me
Yeah.
wait.
And now Indonesia's coming out.
Wait, so your mom,
My mother.
your mother,
My mother was like, "Oh, he's going to Belgium, so let's get him a Belgian beer,
And
and
that
we'll
was-
know what he's getting into." And it was Rodenbach.
but she had no idea what you.
She had no idea what I was going to get into.
Because then he went over there as an exchange student, and you banged your host mom.
I did.
There you
It
go.
happened.
It happens.
It happened. Yeah, it was quality.
That's badass.
From here, it looks like I'm on a 2-seater bicycle with
I don't even think.
Doesn't it? It
What
looks
you
like
say?
it looks
Yeah,
like
they're
we're on a
sitting
2-seater.
tandem.
Bro, just sit there like this.
Honestly, dude,
We're on one of
They're
those.
tandem in the basement again.
look at us.
We're on one of those.
Let's go to the farmers market, Opie.
We're on one of those Wildwood boardwalk bikes.
Yeah.
I'll try.
You're making
Oh.
bobsled.
Car, please.
Right. All right, listen. You said was she hot? It
Yeah.
doesn't. Honestly, that story is so cool. I don't even care if she was hot.
And yes.
She was.
Oh yeah.
And how old were you? 17, 18?
18.
Oh, so you were just full
I
of.
was fresh.
You were just.
I was fresh.
You were just.
So cute.
What, you had sex at that age?
at my age at
Like,
18?
Yeah, were you a virgin or no?
No.
Ron, most
I
people
was.
had sex before they were around the age
I'm
of
still
18.
crying.
Nah, dude, I was a late bloomer.
No, we
You
learned.
just came out of there?
Dude, we learned he's never had sex because we asked him about his first time, and his story was very.
Oh, it was-
very
That's
vague.
right. That's right. Got us in trouble for a few
But the
minutes.
actual, yeah.
It's very vague. John Court's $10 chipping in for the beer opening.
Thanks, John.
Wait, what are we up to? 10, 45,
55
55.
bucks.
All right.
25 more.
Now I know what we have to do with super chats. You got to kind of like
Say we're gonna
put little goals.
Yeah.
Empty.
We're drinking goals for ourselves on there.
All right, I like that. Oh yeah, we're getting closer. $10 from Josh Bruin.
Maybe we should bring out some whiskey too.
What-
All right, $2.50 and we'll do this bottle of whiskey.
Empty.
Scott Arsenal, $9.99. Good to see you all in this in the basement of Gebhards. All right, another 10. What are we up to?
$64.99.
$64.99.
65 bucks.
Let's round it off. 65. Go get a beer, Ron.
No, I want that beer.
It's got to get cold first.
We didn't get to 100, Ron. Sorry.
I'm trying to motivate people. I
Yeah,
got the shakes now.
Yeah, he's gonna fall off his broken stool.
Ron, what have you been up to
Those
since we saw you last?
Definitely not touching one of those.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
while because you gave me COVID. Thank you for that. That was 2 weeks of hell with me and my family. Where
Oh, is that when you were coughing? Good thing
Yes,
that's not happening.
it's literally on camera.
On his hand.
I can't.
It was
give-
literally on camera, and then I was gone for 2 weeks because the whole family got COVID, where none of us could make a meal.
I can't give you COVID. I've never had COVID ever. How can I give you
never had
COVID?
sex either.
But I can't give you an STD. You see?
Yeah, you're a virgin that has never had COVID. That's just weird.
I'm pure. I'm pure.
Yeah. What have you been up to, man? Doing your comedy? And you used to be a big time dealer in New York City. What? Oops.
So
Oopsie.
before COVID, I wasn't Ron. Like there was a time where I wasn't Ron the waiter.
Get out.
There was a time where I was
Ron
Ron
the busboy.
I was
Ron the bar back.
Ron, get out.
A boy can dream. I made it all the way up to waiter, and then I OD'd in the bathroom and they fired me. You're a weird dude, Ron.
I started off as a porter. No. So at one point, I wasn't Ron the waiter. I was Ron the drug dealer.
Oh damn.
Listen, this is how it.
Ron,
it's
you've
really
gotten me
innocent.
kicked off a lot of social media
No,
in the
it's-
last few months, so just
it's-
talk vague.
no,
Everyone
it's-
understands.
So my cousin was one of the top photographers in New York City, and his guy, where he would get his herbs from, His name is Richie, a Chinese guy. I didn't have a job at the time. I needed a job. So my cousin goes, hey, can
I
you
stop
help?
here for a second? Because that's just too funny. Eddie Edwards, Ron is a poor man's Joe Pesci. Sorry, Ron. I didn't want you to hear that. But you decided to get out of the murder room.
I hear Joe Pesci, the voice, all the
I
time.
didn't want to get on it, but hold on, let me put it on the
But
big
nobody ever
screen.
told him they thought he was funny.
Oh, wow.
I'm going back into the darkness.
That's funny. So you had a cousin, I
Okay,
guess?
so here's the deal. So
I got bored with your story. So what happened?
So I ended up selling
Weed.
I ended up selling weed for 3 years. So I would work from like 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And if
You had an actual shift, an 8 hour
yes,
shift?
it was like, dude, it was like
I
really
swear to God,
organized.
like, I'm not even trying to make
I'm
a
not
joke.
joking, it was
I just
so
thought if you were a
organized.
dealer, you just
No.
like willy-nilly.
no, I
willy-nilly, I'll sell for a while.
no,
You had an actual.
no, I had a boss. Like I had
You had a boss.
I
And you
had
to do
two
8
Chinese
hours.
bosses. They're
The
American
HR
Chinese.
department.
I've
the
known
whole
this.
thing.
I've known this guy.
HR.
Hold your hands up. Have all your digits. Not Yakuza, right?
How'd you get out, man?
I got arrested and I was in the Tombs for 36 hours.
That would get
So long story short,
yeah, right.
if one day, so I worked 5 days a week, you get $15 an hour.
Stop, Ron. I'm really good at this. You don't jump ahead. So you had an 8 hour shift, right?
Yes.
I hate when people give me really good shit and then they just babble. Babble. I don't think the fun parts are.
I'm really good at this.
All right, you had an 8 hour shift. No, that's where it's interesting to me. So walk me through the day. You had 8 hours.
Like 15-minute breaks.
Yeah. No, how did your 8 hours?
Okay, so I would meet him in Union Square.
Okay.
And I would be at the bodega where there was cheer, whatever. And then he would text me and say, I'm around the corner in front of this number, and I would go into the car with him, and he would give me a phone, and then he would give me a bag, and the bag had like 20 canisters, like little, like they call them plastic coffins. By the way, all high-end weed, super high-end weed, and those were $50. And then I had 8 plastic bags of Ace that were going for $130.
Oh my God.
And he would give me that
Right.
and the phone,
He'd kick you out of the
And
car and
then-
say, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
and then always would,
See you at
Wipe your mouth
4:30.
off first.
and then there'd always be, because it's the beginning of the shift, there'd always be 3 or 4 orders already. So he may drive me to a few. So, and they never reimbursed me for public transportation. So I had.
Did you keep your receipts, Ron?
They don't do that. There's no HR department. So I had.
Going to admin.
By the way, I had to accrue all the costs. So if I'm on the east side, I'm literally taking express buses up and down 1st and 2nd Avenue. If I'm on the west side, I'm taking the
That's
subway.
how you got to. Okay. So, you
So
got
I'm traveling on express buses.
But how are you getting the orders?
Okay, so
Through the. I mean, this is a long time ago. So,
So
the phone
he
wasn't
gives-
as easy.
he gives me a phone, and this is literally how it would work. I would get a text, and it would give me the address, and then I would have to respond by saying okay, and then I would go there, and then as soon as I leave, the protocol was finished, and then he would either give me another address or say find a place to chill in the area. So if I was on the east side on a Monday,
Oh my God.
I was on the west
I
side
had
on a
no
Tuesday.
idea.
So literally, I was never the same side 2 days in a row
Right.
because these guys were really cautious. These guys were like Chinese mafia. Like these guys were like serious about it. By the way, the guy, his name was Richie. Obviously, like Richie Rich. Obviously, it's not his name. He was like a very scary Chinese guy. And the other guy, Joe.
I would
Another
No, his
one-
name was actually Litchi.
Yeah. I would
Dude,
assume.
I was so
I would
naive.
assume the Chinese guy wasn't
Dude,
named Richie.
I was so naive. I thought his name was Richie because I knew him for years before I ever worked for him.
Such an honest
And
Right.
here's the thing. Every Wednesday, this is the truth, and I have the proof. I sent it to Opie.
Can you stop for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
This guy, same guy, says Ron is the never-ending storyteller.
The Never Ending Story is a very good movie.
I'm actually into this. So you had 8 hour shifts. Now, what was your percentage?
Oh no, it doesn't work like that. It's
What?
literally it's just $15 cash under the table.
You're
So
making $15 an
You're the
hour?
worst drug dealer in the world.
It's just 10 years ago. But he kept saying, "You're making a lot of money because there's no taxes." He said that to me.
Oh, you mean I can't file?
No, but however,
Why wouldn't he give you a?
10.99.
Why wouldn't you get a cut? You would get $15 an hour.
You know
You could have worked at McDonald's.
Nah, you know who's cheaper than the Jews? The Chinese, dude. Fuck that.
Why
I never got a
charge?
bonus. I never got
No
fucking
bonus.
nothing.
Do they throw a Christmas party?
So once a week. By the way, here's my bonus. This is the truth. Once a
Yeah,
week.
bring your own beer.
Yeah.
Once a
Bring
week.
your own weed.
Once a week, I was able to take one $50 container for me. That was it.
Dude, they were taking advantage of you for real. You had to work an
I know.
8-hour shift and you were making $15 an hour.
Cash
With all-
under the table.
But with all that risk, that's
Under the
crazy.
You really have to hammer that one home.
Right.
I was eating shirts.
Why weren't you just a bartender?
Is it on your LinkedIn?
You would have made more money as a bartender.
Can I tell you something? Like, there's a freedom to it. Like, you're on your own.
You think?
You know what I mean? You're by yourself. There's no one biting on you. I don't know. So every
You like your
Wednesday,
backpack right now?
Right.
every Wednesday, I would go to the Colbert Report on the West Side. I think it was in the fifth.
Wait, what?
I'm the guy. Every Wednesday, I'm going to the Colbert Report. So
Allegedly.
And
I have the proof. So let me tell you what happened.
He has the proof. Holy shit. He ain't messing
Get it
around.
notarized
So-
and bring it down here.
When I'm a couple blocks away,
How many years ago was this?
last week.
Because I'm still trying to get on Colbert Show.
well, if you looked at the dates, I think it was about 10 years ago.
All right. So 10 years ago, every Wednesday you were at the Colbert Show?
About 10 years ago, I have all you have to go through security. You have to wear like the Colbert lamination. I have all that on my wall. When a girl comes over, I'm like, hey, I used to do the
I used to
Colbert
do
show.
that.
I used to do that show. So I'm just showing like that's some of my.
Wait, he's got proof today.
I got.
So these are laminates from the Colbert Show?
Right. Like you believe me, you can't walk in without a name tag.
Ronald,
You have to go through security.
Ronald.
So
Yeah.
this means you had sex with a girl once?
No, not yet.
So you go there.
Okay, so I call.
Wait, how many people needed your service?
Dude, I'm selling 24 little canisters. They're buying $1,200 every
And
Wednesday.
you get $15 an hour.
And no one there was,
No, but I
was
get
on
tipped
to,
though. No, they tip me.
but no one there was on to
Okay.
something was weird going on
So
here.
here's how it worked, and I was nervous about it as well. I was like, man, am I going to get in trouble here?
Right.
So a couple blocks away, I call him. I'm like, yo, I'm a couple blocks away, and then he tells the guy to meet me outside. One of the writers. Then the writer takes me in, and then I have to go through security, and
With
and I have to show
with
ID.
product on you?
Well, they're not looking in the
Security's
bag.
probably know.
The reason is they're not looking
Most
in the
security
bag.
guys do look in the bag.
Dude, they're not looking in the bag because the head, one of the head writers is bringing me in,
Okay.
and he says, "This is Ron. He's a writer." Like they're literally calling me a writer. They're not like, "Hey, this is Ron." One of the
Did it say it on that picture?
So then,
Oh my God.
then we literally go down like 2 levels, and while I'm going down 2 levels, you can see on the monitors there's Stephen Colbert like they're shooting live, like he's on stage. That's why they did it, because Stephen can't be around.
Right.
So I'm not
So they're
joking.
making sure he's
There's
far,
He's busy
far
doing
removed.
something.
Okay.
it can only happen when he's literally on stage.
Okay.
So we literally, you go, by the way, I wouldn't be able to like exit by myself. It's like a labyrinth. Boom, 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 boom. We're down in the basement, and it's all writers. It's all like they all have their cubicles. They're buying a lot of weed. Their favorite was Girl Scout cookie. Girl Scout cookie's delicious.
What?
It's
What
Girl
makes it
Scout
so delicious?
Oh, because you're so high.
Oh, really?
So I said, this is true. I said to the writer, I'm like, hey, does Steven smoke? Does he know about this? And he's like, oh, no. He said to me, he's like, no, he's by the book. He's straight laced. I'm like, so Steven doesn't smoke. My question was, I said, does Steven smoke? And he's like, no,
Right.
absolutely not. And the reason I don't sell weed anymore is because I got arrested because they thought I was a heroin kingpin.
Wait, what?